conference juggernauts.
Oh, B.A., this will be a great test for both sides. They're each loaded with talent, and I wouldn't be surprised if these teams end up meeting in the postseason.
All right, now let's check out the starters for the Miami Heat. Hero and Jaquez Jr. out on the perimeter. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the point.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Pritchard, no good. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. In the game against New York, very impressive. Jumps up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Count that bucket.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Well, the recent success of the Cavs has centered around their defense, RJ.
Well, if you want a chance to contend, you're going to have to be able to defend. Their coach embodies that, and so does their personnel, specifically their front court.
That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Pritchard's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pritchard, the pass to Mobley. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. No good on the triple. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him outright if he had a plan for Tyler Hero. Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, quote, "We just have to cause problems for him on defense, hand in the face, crowd him, anything to discourage him from taking shots. So he hopes they can keep Tyler quiet by hassling him all night long." Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Hero. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The rebound by Allen.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Outside Mitchell. Mobley outside. Outside Mitchell. Here's the 3. Jaquez grabs the board. Heat leading by 3. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the paint. Adebayo passes to Mr. Fundamentals. Good! And the assist goes to Adebayo. 10 points for him.
And Adebayo showing another element. of his game. Nice vision to set up the bucket.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Neesmith, he's checked in for Cleveland. Melton, he's checked in for Miami. And after an outstanding month of games, he's earned this honor, your Eastern Conference Player of the Month. And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there.
Put in the work. Yo, kick it out.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. 10 points for him. Pass to Strus. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Back to Strus. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Williamson with it. Against Toronto, he was really on his game.
Hit me, I'm open. Stay there. Hey, come to me. Hands up.
1 second left. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. More 2K action in just a moment. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
We've got Zion Williamson. Washington out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Barnes, and it's Hartenstein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Heat leading by 14. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's got 14. Yep, that one's good. Mr. Fundamentals has got 16 points.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Get there.
Here's Schroeder. And the shot's good.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Miami shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hi, guys. Well, Mr. Fundamentals in their last game against the Knicks was outstanding. He had 63 points, and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the stripe. A virtuoso performance that will be remembered for a very long time. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And here's Schroeder outside. Miami grabs the miss. And their ongoing winning streak has been the top story in the league lately. A stunning 23 straight victories so far.
The team is playing what I'd call nearly flawless basketball. They just can't lose. One of the most memorable winning streaks in league history. Seeing the way these guys are balling right now makes me want to lace it up a little bit.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Washington. Schroeder against Hayes. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, There are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
Miami making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in for Hayes. Kamara comes in for Fontecchio. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Strus. And Tyler Hero subbed in for Melton. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Yeah, a versatile player. Hero is terrific at sensing when his guys are open.
Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Heat leading by 16. It's Jaquez on the wing. It's Jaquez on the wing. Mr. Fundamentals shot is good. Mr. Fundamentals has got 24.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Pass to Williamson. Outside Neesmith. Jacks up a 3, and he buries his first look.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
The Heat have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. For the Cavaliers, Mobley, he's checked in for Williamson. And so it's the Miami Heat, a sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thanks for joining us for this fun-filled burst of basketball bliss. We kick off tonight's show with the power rankings across the league.
When I look at Miami, they're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Cavaliers. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Setting the floor for the Heat. Hero and Jaquez Jr. out on the perimeter. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the point guard.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And he gets it to go. Mr. Fundamentals has got 28.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Back to Mitchell. Lets a 3 fly. Rebounded by Kamari. Heat leading by 20. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Here's Adebayo. Here's Kamare. The three on target from range. Kamare's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Mitchell with the slam.
A guard with major hops. Now, you know Mitchell loves getting chances to finish off those alley-oops.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. To the middle. And the layup is good off the glass. Mr. Fundamentals has got 30.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And he gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 7 points in the game.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Lays it up and banks it in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Mobley outside. Down low. Pritchard gets it to go. He's got 9.
That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
Pass to Kamare. And that one is stuffed right through.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pritchard gets it to go.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Jaquez. Hero outside. Launches it. He drops it from range.
Smooth shot by Hero. Notice how he doesn't rush himself.
Here's Pritchard. 11 points in the game.
It's the fire he's playing with that has him leading the team in rebounds.
And let's be honest, guys, rebounding is about want, and he is playing with 110% effort.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And the Cavaliers call time here. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. We've got Washington, Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Neesmith in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That one's good for 2. Mr. Fundamentals has got 36 points.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Strus against Schroeder, and a missed layup.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Pass to Fontecchio. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
And he makes the first. Good on both. The Cavaliers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Outside Schroeder. 18 feet out. It's good.
They finally found their shooting touch after a rough first half.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Melton passes to Mr. Fundamentals. And here's Hayes to the inside from the stripe. He gets it in there. Mr. Fundamentals has got 14 points here in the second half.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Schroeder finds Williamson. Releases. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Mr. Fundamentals shot is good. Mr. Fundamentals has got 8 here in this quarter.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Williamson outside. Inside. Here's Washington. Poke loose. To the wing, right side. And here's Schroeder outside. Nails it from 3.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
From outside the arc. And Fontecchio pulls it down. The Heat have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and they pick up 2. Mr. Fundamentals has got 46.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
And there's the lob. Schroeder passes to Williamson. Can't cash it in from close range.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're down by 29.
And he hasn't gotten anything to go. You can see the frustration mounting as a result. His team, not in great shape either.
Diallo's checked in for Miami. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Tipped!
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Heat.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mr. Fundamentals.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
Hayes, the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. He got it again! Sensational!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Pritchard. Three-pointer, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Mr. Fundamentals, the pass to Hayes. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
Right here.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's good! He hits another one!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win. Objects in motion, stay in motion.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here. And some top-tier basketball here tonight, Clark. Both of these teams riding a hot streak.
Yeah, I think this might be a bit of a litmus test game, Kevin, in some ways. Put that confidence of a winning streak from both of these teams to the test a little bit here.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Then there's Bosch. Then there's Mobley. And it's Davison in at the 1. Good ball movement here by the Heat. And a wide open look for Hero. Orlando grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Banchero, that's good.
Banchero showing he can run the offense too now. Nice score off the pick as the ball handler.
And here are the Heat, and the win streak they're on right now, tying the Warriors' record of 24 wins back in 2016. This group is really clicking.
And what's crazy about it is the teams they've knocked off. I mean, they have been dominating during this stretch. It's basically been the whole league that has felt the wrath of this crew. They're in the conversation now for one of the all-time great teams. They've got the target on the back, but it doesn't seem to bother them one iota. All they do is continue to win.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Davison. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And finished off by Banchero.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
Clark, I know you'd agree. Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Here's Davison after Tyler Hero's bucket.
Well, that's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Mr. Fun.